The forest seemed endless. Each step echoed in the void. Each rustle sent shivers down his spine. Alex desperately called for his dog, Toby. He couldn't understand how the old dog had disappeared so quickly. Dusk was falling. Shadows of trees crept like ghosts of the past, and the cold seeped through his clothes. Alex had been searching for hours, but the forest only grew denser. Exhausted and hopeless, he noticed a faint light through the thick underbrush. Moving closer, Alex saw an abandoned house. Old, moss-covered and half-rotten, it looked as if it had been forgotten by everyone. With no other options, Alex decided to go inside, hoping to find Toby there. The creaky door opened with difficulty, admitting him into a dark, dusty hallway. The air smelled of age and decay. Old portraits lined the walls, framed in cobwebs, but one in particular caught Alex's attention. It was a portrait of a young girl with sad eyes. It seemed as though they were watching his every move. Alex called for Toby again, but the only response was silence. Venturing deeper into the house, he felt a strange presence. Suddenly, a cold breeze swept through the room, and before him appeared the girl from the portrait. She was weightless, semi-transparent, and looked at Alex with sorrow. "Who are you?" he gasped, stepping back. "I was called Emily." Her voice was soft and mournful. "I've been trapped in this house for many years and cannot find peace." Alex felt something heavy pressing on his heart. Emily approached, her ghostly fingers touching his chest, and he felt life draining from him. He tried to scream but couldn't. Darkness swallowed him. When he woke up, Alex found himself lying at the doorstep of the house. The night had passed, and the first rays of sunlight were filtering through the trees. He stood up, feeling strangely light and lifeless. Bits of memories swirled in his head, but everything seemed unreal. He found Toby nearby. The dog looked as if he had slept through the night. Alex tried to smile, but even that was difficult. They slowly made their way home, but with each step, Alex felt something changing. The forest seemed less alive, and even Toby behaved strangely, glancing at his master with unease. When they returned to the town, people looked at Alex with horror and pity. He tried to speak to someone, but the words came out of his mouth like whispers from the grave. In the mirror, he saw his reflection, pale face with empty eyes. His soul had been stolen, and now he was just a shell filled with cold and darkness. Emily had found peace at the cost of Alex's life. Now he wandered the streets like a ghost, neither living nor dead, forever trapped in his own emptiness. The forest no longer called to him, but every night in his dreams, he heard a whisper, "Thank you, Alex, for my freedom."